Good evening, good morning, whatever time you're watching this video. Welcome to my session today. My theme for today is Surya Namaskar, or the salutations of the sun. And I thought I'm going to do this outside to sort of go in line with this theme. Surya Namaskar has a number of really great benefits for us. And some yoga teachers use it at the beginning on a session, so they can use it as a warm up. I usually prefer using it a little bit later on and maybe make use of the breathing during those about 12 different asanas in sequence to help us in stilling our mind, bring a bit of focus to our yoga, which is just a very different use of sun salutations. But we're going to start with a minute to arrive. So just sit down on your mat in Sukhasana or easy pose. And then just take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And next time you breathe out, close your eyes, or maybe just lower your gaze, whatever you're comfortable with. And then bring the awareness to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And let go of your day, emails, phone calls, video conferences, and arrive in the room or wherever you are, arriving on your mat. And every time you breathe in energy. And as you breathe out, relax your body a little bit more. Relax your mind. Just enjoy for a couple of seconds, not doing anything, just being here, being on your mat, and following your breath. And if your mind wanders, just bring your awareness back to your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. And take another deep in breath, deep out breath. And then without opening your eyes, bring your hands in front of your heart in Surya, in Anjali Mudra. And we're going to start our session with one Om together. As you can see, I have Angel walking behind me. You might have heard her. So let's just take all deep in breath, out breath. And we're going to sing an Om together. Breathe in. Bring your hands down your knees, facing up. Lower your head, look to your heart, open your eyes, and lifting up your head. We're going to start on our back, lying on our back, and start warming up our lower back. Just bring up our knees nice and close. Pretty good stretch for our lower back. Bring your head up a little closer. Make yourself as small as possible. And then let go. And keep your knees up. Put your arms out, 90-degree angle on each side. And then let your knees fall to the left. Maybe move a little bit in the middle of the mat. You can hold your knees with your left hand. And then make sure you bring your right shoulder back on the ground. If you want a little more stretch, you can look towards your right hand and then just breathe into that stretch. And then gently come back up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, knees to the right. We move a little bit more in the middle again. You can hold your knees with your right hand and then bring your left shoulder back onto the floor. And again, if you want a little more stretch in this side twist, you can turn your head and look towards your left hand. And again, nice and regular breathing, breathing in and breathing out. And come back in the middle. And we're going to go into a very gentle half bridge, bringing up our hips. Try to open our heart. If you can, maybe hold your hands behind your back, roll in your shoulders, and then really opening up your heart, opening up your chest, your shoulders. And gently let go. And then bring your right leg over your left, the figure four, and then just hold your left leg, pull it towards you. And you should get a nice stretch behind your right hip. And if you want to, as a variation, you can also stretch out your left leg just to see how that feels. Maybe play around a little bit to see how you feel a better stretch for yourself. And gently let go. And we do the same on the other side. Bring your left leg over your right leg. And then hold your right leg and pull it closer to you. And you can use your left elbow, for example, also to hold back the knee a little bit to make sure you get nicely into this stretch. And again, like before, variation, you can put your leg up straight in the air, or you can just stay with a bent leg, both feet active, and breathing into this stretch behind your left hip. And then gently let go. Stretch out, give it a good long stretch, make yourself as long as possible. Usually feels really good. And then bring your arms next to your body and see if you can bring your legs straight up. Similar what we did with one leg before, we do now with both legs. And then try to tighten your core muscles in here and try to find a bit of stillness in this position. And then very gently lower your left leg. Keep your right leg nice and straight up. Don't touch the floor, just hover a few centimeters above the floor. Bring your left leg back up again. Same with your right leg. Hover just above the ground. Keep your core muscles nice and tight. Slowly coming up with the right leg. And now we go with both legs. Nice and slowly. Hover above the ground. And then bring them back up. And the same sequence once more. Left leg. Right leg. And both legs. And then keep your legs up. Take another 2. Nice deep breath. And then gently lower your legs until you touch the ground. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Then roll over to your side and come up into all fours. And in all fours here, we're going to do a couple of cat and cows to warm up our spine again. So we go into cat, nice and high, head down, and then gently head up, go into cow position, and then again cat as you breathe out, cow as you breathe in, and breathe out, breathing in, and in your own rhythm. And come back into neutral position. And just have a quick look at your hands. Your fingers are spread out, your middle fingers are facing forward, hands underneath your shoulders, your knees are shoulder width apart, your feet are flat on the ground, and your belly button is slightly tucked in. And then from this position, just going to stretch out your left leg, nice and straight, stretching out to the back. Don't go too high, don't go too low, try to stay as straight as possible. And bring some awareness to this pose. You're now three-legged, and push through your left heel. And if you find some really good stability in this pose, you very slowly take up your right hand and you stretch it out in front of you. You try to find this balance now on your left hand and your right knee, stretching your left heel back, your right fingers forward, and try to get as long as possible. And then if you can, bend your left leg and try to catch your foot with your right hand and opening up towards the right. And gently let go. Back onto all fours. Have a look at your posture again. Fingers spread out. Hands underneath your shoulders. Belly tucked in. Your knees are shoulder width. And then bring your right foot back. And again, nice and straight your leg. Try really to straighten it back. Not too high, not too low. Nice and straight back. Push back to your right heel. And bring awareness to this pose as you're on 3 legs. And then if you're nice and balanced, bring your left hand up. And same thing, really pull through your left fingers and tuck through your right heel. Bring awareness to your breath. And then bend your right leg and try to catch your right foot with your left hand. And then opening up your chest towards the left. And gently let go. And then tuck in your toes behind and come back in a seated position, sitting on your toes. It's not always particularly nice, but it gives you a really good stretch for your toes. And as we're sitting in this pose, I'm going to start warming up our shoulders. A couple of nice big turns forward, a couple of nice turns backwards. And then warming up our right elbow both ways. Going to need that afterwards for our sun salutations. And so do we our wrists, both way rounds, bit of a stretch. And then our left elbow, also both ways round. Wrists, both ways round. And stretching the hand up. I'm sometimes looking here to the right because I've got Angel looking at me here, who desperately wants to join me for my little yoga session. Come here, say hello to everybody. Maybe warm up. Hello. Warm up our wrists a little bit. And by now you probably start feeling your toes. It's going to get a little tight here. And then pull out your arms straight out. Hands facing forward. And pull really out. Pull to the right, pull to the left. Really pulling out as much as you can. And then open up the palms to the sky or the ceiling, wherever you are. That should get you really in a little bit of a back bend, opening up your shoulders. And just nicely stretch out your arms. And then let go. And then sit back on your toes, but flat on flat feet. That should feel really nice now in the meantime. And then put your hands behind you, fingers facing forward. And we're going to do the same movement of opening our chest, our shoulders as we did before, and go into back bend like this, opening up our shoulders, opening our hearts. And nicely keep on breathing, maybe breathing in the sides of our body because the front is more difficult in this pose. And gently come out. And from here, we go into Balasana. And for Balasana, or child's pose, can you put your knees a little bit apart, keep your toes together, and then try to do this movement on one side. Keep on pushing down at the back and walk forwards to make your back nice and long. Keep on pushing down, make your back long until your forehead touches the ground. And when you're nicely stretched out and low, bring your elbows to the ground. Touch your thumbs and your index fingers so your fingers sort of shape a diamond form. And then just sink into this pose. And breathing through our stomach is difficult in this pose. So try to direct your breath to the sides and to the back of your lungs. Evenly breathing in, breathing out. And feel how your lungs are expanding to the back and to the side. And slowly come out of this pose. And come back on all fours. And again, look at your hands, fingers spread out, middle finger pointing forward. Your hands are under your shoulders. And then let's go into a plank. Maybe look down, see if you're nice and straight. Are your legs nice and straight? Belly button tucked in, nice and stable. And then from here, slowly go back into a first downward facing dog and keep your legs bent. Start with stretching your fingers out, your arms, your back. Nice long back. Keep your legs bent. And once you're comfortable like this and your back is in and nice and straight, start straightening your legs. And if that all works and your back is still in and nice and long and your legs are straight, you can start by slowly sinking into your heels as well. And then find some stillness in your dog for a moment. And come back up into plank. And we're going to go down now either through chaturanga, elbows close to our body, or if you prefer, you can go knees, chest, chin, whatever works for you. You've got both variations. Slowly coming down on the floor. Put the feet flat on the ground. Push your toenails in the ground. Bring the knees off the ground. And then coming to a cobra. And go down. Hands on the side of the body. Turn your feet in. And either over your knees or directly come back into a plank. And back into a downward facing dog. Take 1 or 2 breaths here. Into plank. Chaturanga. Feet flat. This time a little higher cobra. See if you can bring your shoulders away from your ears. Not that you're up here, but really drop your shoulders. Tighten your belly. This can protect your lower back as well. And make sure you keep on breathing into your sides and in the back. And then slowly come down. Hands next to our chest. Feet in. Back into plank. Back into downward facing dog. And then walk your hands slowly backwards. And come into Ardha Uttanasana. And in Ardha Uttanasana, we try to keep a nice straight back. You can either bring the hands on your chin so you can leave them on the floor. Whatever works for you. I don't have any blocks out here, but at any given time, you can use blocks as well. And you're looking really right in front of you towards the ground. And then bring your hands on the side of your feet and let's go into Uttanasana, full forward bend. Grab your elbows and see if you can keep your legs nice and strong. Soft upper part of your body. Letting your head simply fall down and let gravity do the work. Change your elbows around. And again, don't forget to breathe. Again, more difficult to breathe in the front. So we try to direct our breath to the side of our body and to the back of our lungs. Bring our hands down again next to our feet. And then bend our knees a little bit. And then come up vertebra by vertebra, slowly. Your head at the end. Arms out, same movement we did before. Palms facing up, over our head and down through. the middle. And then just stand in Tadasana for a little moment. Bring awareness to your breath. And we're going to do a couple of sun salutations together now. And we're going to do the first one together, going through the different poses. The second time, we're going to bring in the breath. And then on the third round, we're going to bring everything together, the movement, the breath, and all. Ready? Let's come to the front of our mat. And we start by bringing our hands up over our head, little back bend, and then down to Uttanasana. Right leg back, right knee back, flat foot, and then the arms up and in a back bend. Tuck your foot in, bring your hands down, step back into downward facing dog. From there into plank. And again, either chaturanga or with your knees down on the floor. Cobra. Back down. Tuck your feet in, back into plank and downward facing dog. And again, your right foot forward. Left knee comes on the ground. Foot goes flat. Arms come up into a back bend. Tuck your foot in, hands down. Step forward into Uttanasana. And with your arms on the side of your body, come back up. And that was one side. We're going to do the same now on the left side. Up into Uttanasana. Step your left foot back, knee down, foot flat, arms up, back bend. Tuck your foot in, hands down, into downward facing dog. Plank, chaturanga, cobra. Down, tuck your feet in, push yourself back into downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat, arms up. Tuck your right foot in, arms down, step forward, and come back up. This was one round. In one of those weeks, we're going to do all 108 rounds, but maybe we're going to spend some time training first. Let's do it together now with the breath. And in sun salutations, imagine every time you go up, you breathe in. Every time you go down, you breathe out. Let's do it together. Breathing in, breathing out. Right foot back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Cobra, breathing in, breathing out. Downward facing dog, breathing in. Right foot forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. Stepping forward. Breathing in, coming up. And breathing out. Same on the other side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Left foot back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Step back. Breathing in, downward facing dog. Breathing out, chaturanga. Breathing in, cobra. Breathing out. Breathing in, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, breathing out. Breathing in. Stepping forward, breathing out. Coming up with a straight back, breathing in and breathing out. Wonderful. One more time, this time a little faster with the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Right foot back. Breathing in, breathing out. Step back. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. Breathing in. Right foot forward. Breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Step forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Left side. Breathing in, breathing out. Step your left foot back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. Left foot forward. Breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And let's stay here in Uttanasana for a little moment. Try to direct your breath to the sides or to the back of your body. And then come back up, straight back, arms on your side, above your head, and down in the middle. And again, just stand a little moment in Tadasana and feel whether this balanced you. And you should really feel every part of your body, because one of the benefits of Surya Namaskar is that it really works every muscle in your body, in your neck, shoulders, stomach, legs, your back. It's a great exercise. And it helps us also to direct our attention to our breath. So a wonderful mindfulness in movement exercise in yoga. And then let's sit down on the mat. With both legs straight out in front of you. Nice straight back. Then please take your right leg in, your left leg, and go a little bit out to the left. Then we stretch up through our arms. We turn towards our left foot, and then we go forward. And here, wherever you land is fine, whether you're going to land on your toes, you land on your legs, you land on your floor, whatever is available to you. And then just sink into this stretch. And again here as well, because difficult to breathe to the front of our body, let's direct again the breath to the back or to the side. And every time you breathe out, you sink a little deeper into the pose. And then slowly come back up. We're going to turn. Same to the other side. Right leg out. Bring your left leg in. Stretch up through your fingers. Turn to your right foot. And again forward. And wherever that's going to bring you, whether that's on the floor, on the legs, on the foot. And same thing here. Nicely breathing. Breathing into the sides of your body, in the back. Every time you breathe out, maybe try to sink a little deeper into the pose. And breathe into the stretch. And then slowly come back up. And then coming to Sukhasana. Maybe take your non-usual leg to the front. It's always a little strange. And then put your right hand on your left knee, and your left hand behind you, and come into a side twist. And then breathe in, stretching out through the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, go a little deeper into the turn and into the twist, looking over your left shoulder. Again, nice regular breath, breathing in, breathing out. And gently come back to the middle. Left hand on your right knee, right hand behind you, and start twisting. And as you breathe in, grow through the crown of your head. As you breathe out, come a little deeper into the turn, into this twist, looking over your right shoulder. And again, direct the breath to the sides of your body. And gently let go. And then go into one last forward bend. Paschimottanasana, straight legs, sitting up straight. Bring your arms straight up, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then we go stretch forward, forward, forward. And again, wherever you're going to end up, on the floor, on your legs, on your feet, wherever you're comfortable, I want you to stay there and breathe into the stretch. And slowly let go. Lie down on your back. And whatever you need before Shavasana, maybe bring your feet or your knees up once more. Or for those of you who want to cross your legs and pull your feet towards you, whatever your body needs at the moment. If you have crossed legs, make sure you do it on both sides. Pulling your feet down. And then let go. Come in a comfortable position for Shavasana. Your arms on the side of the body, palms facing up. Let your legs and your feet simply fall out. And enjoy this regenerative pose that brings all the energy in every single part of our body. Thank you, body, for what it has done in the last half hour. And then stop by relaxing your feet, your legs. Let your back sink into the ground. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your head. Let your arms get heavy. See if you can get to a feeling as if your whole body was sinking into the ground. It feels warm, it feels relaxing and regenerating. And slowly start wiggling toes, fingers again, your hands over your head. A nice long stretch. And then roll to one side. Come back up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. And bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. You should feel your thumbs touching the bone in front of your heart here. And we're going to finish with one Om together and see if you can feel the vibration of the Om, the first sound of the earth. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Om. Your hands to your forehead, to your mouth, to your heart. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this short session, and I wish you a fantastic day, evening, whatever time it is, and wherever you are. Thank you.